You know, I think I finally got Rusda2 of the Seventh Day Adventist organization figured out. He's got this video up. It's called Q4C number 11, question 4, Catholics, were Mary's parents sinless? And he goes through his normal routine of trying to deceive people here with his dishonesty. Just more dishonesty from Seventh Day Adventist organization. Is all it is, just more dishonesty. That's just the bottom line. I think everybody on YouTube sees the dishonesty in Rusda2 by now, as much as I've exposed him. But anyway, he's trying to, explain the Immaculate Conception of Mary, and he goes back to how that would mean that Mary's parents had to be sinless and her parents had to be sinless. He goes all the way back to Adam and Eve, about how everybody would be sinless. And once again, he shows his total ignorance, and he shows the dishonesty of not only himself, but the entire Seventh Day Adventist organization. And I think I've got him figured out here. What he's doing, he's playing these videos for the illiterate crowds in the Seventh Day Adventist organization. Because no intelligent person can look at his video and not see the deceptions in them. So he's got to be playing to the illiterate crowd in the Seventh Day Adventist organization who doesn't have the ability to understand things or to look up things and find the truth. And in trying to explain this, again, the dishonesty here, let me show you the dishonesty that he has in this video, dealing with were Mary's parents sinless. And he goes on, talking about Mary's mother and father being sinless and the great-grandparents being sinless right on back to Adam and Eve. But here's what he says at about 54 seconds into this video, and if I quote, remember now he's talking about the sinlessness of Mary and her parents and so forth. He says this in about 54 seconds into this video. He says this, and I quote, "If you are familiar with the Catholic Church, they have a pretty lame excuse for this, which I am not even going to go into. You can look it up for yourself," end quote. They've got a pretty lame excuse, and he says he's not going to go into it. You can look it up for yourself. If it's a pretty lame excuse, why don't you show it, Rusda? Once again, you don't show the position of the Catholic Church. You don't even attempt to show the position of the Catholic Church. You just said it's a pretty lame excuse, and you're not even going to go into it, and people can look it up for themselves if they want to see. If you're trying to show that the Catholic Church is wrong, once again, why don't you show the actual position of the Catholic Church when it deals with the Immaculate Conception of Mary? Because you're totally dishonest. You don't want to show people the truth. You, just like the devil, would rather lie and deceive people. Anyone who knows the Catholic Church and has studied the doctrines of the Catholic Church know that nowhere in the writings of the Catholic Church do they ever say that Mary's parents were sinless, that her grandparents were sinless, or anybody else was sinless. It only deals with the birth of Mary, that at the moment of conception, she was preserved from the stain of original sin. It only deals with Mary. It has nothing whatsoever to do with her parents or her great-grandparents or Adam and Eve or anyone else. It only deals with the Virgin Mary. Of course, if you had the decency and the honesty to put the Catholic Church position up there, people would have said, why do you present something the Catholic Church doesn't even teach? But see, honesty is not what Rusda2 is about. I think he wakes up in the morning and thinks, how can I deceive people today? What lie can I put up today? Let's see, the devil is a liar, and I'm following my father, the devil, so what lie can I tell people today? But when you're dealing with Seventh Day Adventists, this is what you deal with all the time, total dishonesty, from the ministers to their president, right on down through the lower ranks. There's nothing but dishonesty in their doctrines and what they teach their own people, how they deceive their own people. Nothing more than dishonesty from top to bottom. The first thing one would want to do is show what the Catholic Church teaches. But once again, all he wants to do is show what he wants people to see and never give the position of the Catholic Church. Of course, once again, he's too theologically ignorant to ever try to debate me on these things. In fact, it's not even a fair contest for me to challenge him onto a debate. He just theologically can't handle me. That's the bottom line. He knows he can't. And that's why he won't step forward and accept any debate offer that I give him. But once again, his dishonesty is shown. He says, again, and I quote him, if you're familiar with the Catholic Church, they have a pretty lame excuse for which I won't even go into. You can look it up for yourself. No, you should have showed the position of the Catholic Church. But that would have shown you're a liar, wouldn't it, Rusda2'? When have you ever learned that you can't hang with Bengali? You just don't have it. That's just the bottom line. You don't have it, Rusda2. Till next time, this is Bengali saying, God bless.